It's a lovely winter's day out here in Delhi, and I'm driving the BMW iX50, a car I've had with me for the past couple of months. And as you can see from its green number plate, this is an electric vehicle, which means I haven't had to grapple with the NCR's infuriating GRAP norms for vehicles. Now, the electric vehicle space in 2024 has seen a lot of car launches. You've had the Tata Curve EV, the MG Windsor EV, and the Tata Punch EV, as well as a lot of luxury cars like this update to the BMW iX. You also saw the EQS SUV from Mercedes and the new Audi Q8 EV. But 2025 will see the launch of many more EVs. It will be a make or break year for electric vehicles, which still remain only about 2 to 2.5% of the overall passenger car market in India. At the Auto Expo, which opens on January 17th to the media and January 19th to the wider public, you will see the Maruti-Suzuki eVitara, the Hyundai Creta EV, the Tata Sierra EV, as well as the MG Cyberster. BYD and MG will also be showcasing some other cars as well. Mahindra will also be showcasing to the public for the first time the new BE6 and XEV9e, which I drove recently in and around Chennai. So all of India's 4 largest car makers, as well as MG, JSW and BYD, will be showcasing a lot of EVs. And 2025, therefore, could be the year that EVs finally make it much beyond 2.5% of sales. But there are still some major issues that afflict EVs, and I'll talk about some of those right now. The range problem is not the big deal anymore. Cars like this, which have a range of 600 kilometers, means you don't have a problem. The problem actually now is charging anxiety. I have been seeing on social media posts left, right and center where people who buy EVs have been unable to install chargers at home. Now, I have an EV charger at home that I can charge this car at 11 kilowatts per hour. The charger can actually go up to 22 kilowatts per hour AC, but I don't have the back end from my electricity provider. Many people who live in apartments, whether it's in Pune, in Gurgaon, Noida, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, are unable to install their own private chargers at home. And the fact of the matter is, if you want to take the economic benefit of an electric vehicle, you have to have home charging. Supposed to charge this car, it costs me anywhere from 6 to 10 rupees a unit, depending on how much electricity I consume every month. But if I was to take this vehicle to a charging point operator, it would cost me anywhere from 19 to 25 rupees per unit plus 18% GST. That makes the price 25 to 35 rupees per unit of power. And an EV is not quite economical at that rate. In fact, a CNG car is possibly slightly more economical than an electric vehicle, and you don't need to worry about filling CNG despite the queues. The other problem with public chargers is quite simply the fact that you often don't know if a charger is working or not, or whether there is a queue at that charger. Several manufacturers such as Tata Motors, MG, and now even Hyundai, and of course the luxury car makers such as BMW, Mercedes and Audi have released their own charging apps that aggregate chargers and charging point operators. This also has another advantage of you not needing to load money into each charging point operator's wallet. You load money into one app, which is a huge issue, as I've discovered with electric vehicles over the past few years. Now, I want to make it clear, I am not anti-EV. I've been driving this car, I love it. Earlier in the year, I've driven the Hyundai Ioniq 5 for several months. I've had Tata EVs, which I like. They're great to drive inside the city. And if you have a young child like I do, you do feel a bit less guilty about, the emissions from the car. Yes, electric vehicles also have a carbon cost. Let's not make any bones about that. Batteries have a cost to produce. There is a carbon cost, there is a recycling cost. These are real issues. But 2025 will see the supply side issue solved by the Indian automotive industry when it comes to EV. The government has always told automakers, you give the supply and they will come. So automakers have responded, they are giving the supply. The problem now is the demand side. Consumers have actual real life issues with charging. And that job is for the government to solve, not the automakers alone. So, happy motoring in 2025. And if you are considering an EV, do feel free to pop onto the comment section on this video and leave your comments down below, and I'll try my best to answer them as well. Do remember to subscribe to The Print. We have a lot of great content on automotive coming up in 2025 as well. So a very happy holidays and a very happy 2025 to all of you.